What is the difference between wet lab versus dry lab in grad school? Imagine stepping into a research environment where your work either involves hands-on experiments or analyzing data on a computer. That's the core of what separates wet labs from dry labs in graduate programs. If you're considering which path to take, understanding these differences can help you choose the right research lab for your goals. Wet labs are all about working directly with physical materials. Think liquids, chemicals, biological samples, enzymes, and drugs. In these labs, you might be pipetting liquids, running experiments under microscopes, or using Bunsen burners. They are common in fields like molecular biology, biochemistry, pathology, and organic chemistry. Safety procedures are very important here because you handle hazardous substances. These labs often requiring specific equipment like centrifuges, incubators, and glassware. Experiments can take days or weeks, and you need to follow strict protocols. Costs for supplies can add up, and space is usually limited to specialized laboratory rooms. Dry labs, on the other hand, focus on computational work. Instead of working with physical samples, you analyze data, create computer models, run simulations, or write code. Fields like bioinformatics, computational biology, statistics, and systems biology relying heavily on dry lab research. These labs use software tools, databases, and programming languages to interpret results from wet lab experiments or to generate new hypotheses. Dry labs often requiring skills in coding languages like Python or R and understanding data analysis techniques. They tend to be less costly since they don't need physical supplies or lab space, but they demand strong analytical thinking and computer literacy. Choosing between wet and dry labs depends on your interests and career plans. If you enjoy hands-on experiments, working with chemicals or biological samples might be the way to go. If you prefer working with data, programming, or modeling, a dry lab could be more suitable. Many graduate programs now encourage students to gain experience in both areas, especially for interdisciplinary research. In research labs, faculty often specialize in one or the other, so your choice can influence your future job prospects. Wet lab experience can be essential if you want to work in clinical research or biotech industries. Dry lab skills are increasingly valuable in data-driven fields like personalized medicine or computational research. Remember, your choice should align with your strengths and goals. Some students start in a wet lab and later incorporate dry lab techniques to broaden their skills. Others focus solely on one type depending on their research project. When applying to programs, look at the faculty research focus and the type of labs available. In summary, wet labs involve physical experiments with chemicals and biological samples, requiring lab techniques and safety knowledge. Dry labs focus on analyzing digital data, modeling, and programming. Both paths offer unique skills that can open different career doors. Picking the right lab environment during your graduate studies helps you develop the skills you need for your future in science or technology.